Hello guys, today we are going to discuss this problem that is rearrange spaces between words. I thought I should make a quick video for it, so that's why I'm making. So the problem is that we are given a string which has variable number of spaces and words in it, and we have to rearrange the number of words and spaces uniformly. For example, this string, this has total 9 spaces in it. For example, here I have taken, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and one space at end, 9. So total 9 spaces and 4 words. So we have to create a string which consists of 4 words, all the 4 words, but 3 spaces uniformly distributed. That is here, if we see 1 2 and 3 spaces here, 3 spaces in between, 3 spaces in between. So this will create a word. This is the output. Now this can be the case also that we have so this is the case where the spaces to be inserted in between is can be exactly divided. There is no space left. Now if we see this case, there are 1 2 2 3 4 5 6 7 spaces are there, and we have 3 words. So now we have to insert the spaces uniformly between the words, and the left spaces are to be inserted at end. So if we see 7 spaces and 3 words, so we have only 2 spaces for inserting the spaces between the words. So we'll insert 3 spaces between them, and there is 1 space left, so we'll insert at end. So if there are no spaces, we have to return the word by itself. If there are 2 words and space between them, we have to return the word by itself. So the problem is pretty straightforward, but it requires a bit of coding. So that's why I have created this video. So the formula is this, that we have to separate the words and spaces first. So in this loop here, I am going each character at a time into the string. I'm just separating the words and spaces. I'm going character by character. So if I found a white space, then in this loop I'm counting the continuous white spaces inside a while loop. And this condition is that if I found a word after a white space, if there is a word before this white space, so in that case I am just inserting the word into the vector. So I'm taking a vector of string which will contain all the words and the count of spaces in a spaces array. Now if there can be the case that we have the word is last and we do not encounter a space at last. So in that case I am just pushing the word into the vector. So next I am just calculating the number of spaces to be inserted between the words and number of spaces to be inserted at end of the words. So SBW is number of spaces between the words, SAE is number of spaces at end spaces in spaces between words and spaces between end. So how this is I'm calculating, so I'm just calculating, I'm dividing the spaces by vector size -1. Now why the vector size -1? So if we think here, if we see here, there are 4 words here, but there are only 3 spaces in between, right? 1 2 and 3. So if I do 9 divided by 4, it will be 2, but we have 3 spaces, so we have to do 9 divided by 3, and the number of spaces left we have to insert at end. So that's what I'm doing. Mod is equal to spaces -1, that is vector size -1. Then I'm doing this here. Then I'm creating a resultant vector, which is resultant string, which is pretty straightforward. I'm going through the array of words which I have already created. I have just inserted first word into the resultant string. Then I am inserting the spaces between words, that is STK here, which I have calculated. For the last, so just see here, I am not inserting the last space in the resulting string. Because if we see here, in this case, even in this case, we have spaces between the words as 3, but at end we have to only insert 1, so we cannot insert spaces between the words as equal to spaces between the words as at end of the resulting string also. So for inserting at end, we have to insert SAE string, that is spaces at end. So spaces at end. So this is also the case when mod is greater than 0. It means that we have the spaces are not perfectly divisible by the vector size, that is word size -1. So I'll just take up a quick example to understand it here. For example, in above case we have 4 words and we have 9 spaces. So now in this case what I'm doing is I'm doing 9 by 3, which comes out to be 3 spaces in between, because I have this word this, I have this space in between, I have this word, this space in between, then this word, this space, and then this word. So I have only 3 spaces where I can insert the spaces in between. But if I do 9 by 4, let me consider, if I do 9 by 4, it will become 2. So what it shows is I can insert 2 spaces between the words, and I'm taking this as 4 words, or rather it's not words, it's the places where we can insert the spaces. So we have 3 spaces here, so that's why I have taken this 3. Now let me consider this example. Practice makes perfect. So here we have spaces is equal to 7 and words is equal to 3. So now what I have to do, we have to do 7 divided by 2. It means 7 divided by 2 is 3. Why this 2? Because we have only 2 places to insert the spaces. For example, these are the only 2 places, right? Which this is the one place and this is another place, right? And if I have 7 mod 2, which comes out to be 1, so it means I will insert 3 spaces here, insert 3 spaces here, and at end, mod is always for end, so and I will insert 1 space here. So this is a simple logic here, but the code is big. I'll just post the code on GitHub, and thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.